Welcome to 1000 Days Sober YouTube channel. My name is Lee Davey. I am not an alcoholic. I refuse to be anonymous. I am someone that doesn't drink alcohol. I spend every waking moment of my life helping other people do the same. Like right now, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about choice. We're going to talk about choice. And if you are into self-help, you'll hear this a lot, that you always have a choice. That everything you do in life is a choice. That you had to take 100% responsibility for everything that happens in your life because you have a choice. And whilst I agree with that 99.9% of the time, I'm going to talk about the 0.01% of the time I don't agree with it. Okay? I don't believe anybody in the entire planet had a choice to drink alcohol. I don't think anybody had a choice. I'm just going to pick on myself as an example, all right? And then you can see if this lands with you, okay? When I was younger, I felt an overwhelming urge to fit in, which is very different to wanting to belong. I just wanted to fit in. And I didn't just want to fit in. I wanted to fit in to a very specific group of people, the cool kids, because it was status. My entire life at that moment as a kid, as a teenager, was all about status. It was about fixed mindset. It was about, I'll get all my love and validation from external sources, not from within. Because I wasn't raised by parents to have a growth mindset from a very young age. I wasn't. I was raised to get your validation externally, your love externally. How good you are and your achievements externally, not internally, right? That's the way I was raised. So as part of fitting in, when I looked around at the world and I thought, well, what are the people doing that I want to be doing? And in addition to wanting to be in the cool tribe, I wanted to be a man. And every boy wants to be a man, all right? Other than the guy who wrote Peter Pan, maybe. But every boy knows they're going to be a man at some point, even if they don't want to be a man. So they have to deal with it. They have to say to themselves, fuck, I've got to be a man. So what do I have to do? What do men do? And if you're a girl or a woman, you're also thinking, I need to be a woman one day. So what do women do? So we look around at the women and the men who are central in our lives and we see what they do and we mirror it. And what happens when you look at your family, who are the people who are going to be, the biggest kind of mentors for you as you're growing up? What is it they do when they're socializing? They're drinking alcohol. What is it that happens when you watch EastEnders or Coronation Street or Home and Away or Neighbours? Most of these soap operas that we see on TV that you might just be mindlessly watching while your parents are watching it or on in the background, they're all set around a pub. When you watch movies, when you listen to rap music and watch like MTV movies and all that music videos, when you go to the tube in London Underground, what do you see on the adverts? When you fly from London to Barcelona, what do you see on the headrest in front of you? Adverts for gin, right? Alcohol is everywhere. It is ubiquitous. So how dare you think that you had a choice to drink alcohol when you were younger? You didn't have a choice. Everybody is designed from birth to drink alcohol. Why is that important? Because now that you're struggling, you can have a little compassion with yourself because you never chose this life. It was chosen for you. If you've got a baby in your belly right now, you need to be aware that when they come out into the world, as soon as they come out, the world will conspire to make them addicted to alcohol. It's the way that the world works. The world, life, is an addictive system. And part of that addictive system is a invisible and a violent and a dominant belief system that I call alcoholism, which gears you up to drinking alcohol without even thinking about it. When I was 14 years of age and I had my first drink, I didn't get a book out and say to myself, oh, do you know what? I've been thinking about having this drink. Thinking about having this alcohol thing. Let me just do a pros and cons list. Could die on my own vomit. Might not get an erection when I have sex. Might act like a dickhead. Pros. My skin's going to clear up. You don't do that. You do not do that. What happens is someone says to you at a party, do you want to drink? And you say to yourself, if I don't drink this drink now, everyone's going to think I'm a dickhead. So I'm going to drink it. And then what happens the next week? They're going out drinking again and again and again and again until all of a sudden you are not somebody who's drinking alcohol. You are a drinker of alcohol. That's what you do. That's who you are. Seth Godin, the marketing genius, always says people like us do things like this. No matter where you live in the world, people like us drink alcohol. Look around you. Everybody's drinking. What choice did you have? You didn't have one. All right? So a bit of compassion, a bit of love with yourself. You didn't have a choice. It isn't your fault. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You have a choice now. Because you don't have to drink it anymore. All right? So are you going to choose to keep drinking it? Or are you going to choose to stop? All right? Let me know down below. Cheers.